All right, Gary, here we go. Let's do
Good
it.
morning. Good morning, everybody. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a mini let's play session where Corey is going to join the server for the first time, our Booniez test server, and he's going to experience some of the new features that are available. And we'll touch as many of the different new things that are as possible to get you a good view, an overview, and hopefully that will get you some good ideas on what to do once you go inside the test server. There's quite already a few people who have joined us. I have 27 registered users so far who have requested an account. Let me explain a little bit why that is necessary, because I did have people ask me why is this necessary. So what's different from the previous test servers is that now we actually are enabling our economy layer, meaning that you are going to get Upliftium to use and spend within the test server. Now it is for the moment not real Upliftium, but it will eventually become real Upliftium. Coming out of an NFT that you have to send to us to convert to Upliftium to use in game. So right now you're going to get from me every time someone comes to me and wants a new account. You just need to give me your desired minetest username, passwords, your Wax wallet address. The reason I need that is I need to be able to see whether you have any Uplift land. You might already be a Uplift land owner. If you are, great, you'll get some special extra perks. So you are, Corey, an Uplift land owner.
Yes.
And so you will see some perks in game once we go in. And you also can give me optionally an Ethereum wallet. And that is because if you own UDT tokens from the DAO, you also are going to get additionally some perks on top of everything else.
That's awesome.
So we're definitely going to be seeing some of that in game as well. So if you zoom out a little bit, so this is the Booniez map that Corey is currently zooming in around. It's important to understand a little bit how we've structured it. It's composed out of 15 different type of biomes. Those are all the little colored things that you see.
Right.
From savanna to volcano to tundra to mushroom areas. There's a bit of everything, like almost every single biome. Not all of them, because there's 20 or so plus in total. But at least we've managed to get... It's very rare to spawn 15 biomes in such a small area.
Right, yeah. It's very condensed.
This is a 2,000 by 2,000 blocks map. The entire minetest map, if you zoom out to the maximum, the entire map size is 31,000 by 31,000. And you can only understand that if you zoom completely out. So go ahead, zoom out as much as you can. So keep going.
Whoa.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
This is the size of this is the real size of minetest maps. We can go as big as 31,000, but we're choosing to only start with a smaller, manageable 2,000 by 2,000.
Right. Well, it seems to be too that, like, depending on how the server architecture works, like, we're probably going to want to compartmentalize the maps anyway, right? Or do you think it would work with? Does that make sense?
We'll have to see how that works out. Okay. I really think that it's okay to have bigger maps. It's not as bad as it was with Minecraft, right? From a resource perspective. So we'll have to try and test out and see. One question that I did get, by the way, and that's to you, Corey, maybe more than to me, just as to why we're starting with a small 32 by 32 plot.
Yeah, I mean, that, like, the vertical space is way more. Right, so like the actual build volume.
It is. We're going to go from minus 128 all the way up to plus 256.
Yeah, so there's that, and really, like, we did the 32 by 32 on Degen and Ethereum, and it worked out really well. So yeah, no, I think it makes tons of sense, and really, especially considering the different ways that especially Uplift OGs are going to be able to get land initially in the Booniez,
right?
And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity to sort of build out, empires by getting as many chunks as you want. So yeah,
Right,
no,
and you don't have
I
to.
like that size.
And I also, maybe another way to view this is land doesn't have to be seen as this one big thing you have to own that is very expensive to buy. It can be that it's cheaper, but you can have many of them because we have so much land we could be using here with such a big map. Right.
Right.
It's down to us. So right now, if you go ahead and switch to the picture so that we can see them how we've divided up the map, essentially what we've done is, and this is entirely more towards a technical restriction as to how minetest does coordinates versus Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
In Minecraft, the middle of the map for us was 500 by 500, and the top left corner was 0, 0. That's just the way that Minecraft divides up the map. It starts 0, 0 is basically the top left corner of any map.
Yeah.
In minetest, the middle of the map is 0, 0, not the top left corner of your screen.
Right.
And so in our case here, 0, 0 is in the middle. And then because we already have NFTs out there, and we want to migrate in the future all our Minecraft worlds into minetests, we have to keep the coordinates that are currently already set in stone on our NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can't just change them to fit the way minetest does coordinates. It's not a big deal. It just means that the top left corner of a map will always be the one matching NFT coordinates that we have today.
Yeah.
And any new NFTs we make will most likely be outside of that red square later, as we grow over time. For now, what's going to happen is from 0, 0 to 1085 by 1085 is the top left corner of top right corner
of
the map. That is your protected land. 32 by 32 plots will be in there, about 1,024 of them. We do not have Booniez NFTs yet, but what we've done for testing purposes is simply said, okay, if you own Degen NFTs, let's just use that as a basis for ownership inside the Booniez for now, temporarily. And if you do not, no big deal. We have put down some portals for you to easily go to the edge of the red square. There's one for each, so for north, south, east, and west.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, the north and the west portals are not very useful because they just put you at the edge of the map where you can't go
north
past.
And east. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can
really,
look at it.
Just want to go. Now that I think about it, you really just want to go to the east or the south.
Yeah,
and then just go
west, or am I? The left.
Where is your land? Do you know in Degen? Because you'll find out because it will tell you.
I've got a few. So
it will tell you in game. Once you go in game, it will tell you which plots you own. So don't worry about that.
All right.
And so right now, we are forced to make the map basically 4 times as big as the actual protected area. That's just because of the way minetest works, and that's
actually. You remember, like Old World is the same in in Minecraft version, hey? Because we started it that way as well. Yeah, so that makes sense.
I don't think we have to worry about that. It just means there's a lot of free areas to play with, but in likely what we're going to do in soft launch is declare a couple of owned by the administrator lands to kind of make that a little bit smaller, because we can't have the free for all lands be 3 times as big as the protected lands. That makes no sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, and so really, like once you get in there and start messing around with it, I think we'll learn a lot from that.
We'll learn a lot. For now, that's the way it's divided up, and then we've got already quite a few people who simply go to the borderlands. They pick a free spot they like, and there are a lot of really nice looking areas there. And that's where they're currently building outside of the protected land. So, and that's okay. I just need both. I need testers who are going to test within the protected land, and I need testers who are actually going to test outside of the protected land, because they will come up with different issues, which is good.
No, that's good.
And then at the top left corner is a reserved area that has been created already that is very big. And essentially it will be our events space. This is where we do all events. Right now we have the battle arena that has been put there. We have the hang glider starting spot for trying that out. And I believe Mitzi has built her Mitzi. I'm not sure, but I think she did her Mitzi events are up there in the top left corner as well.
That's awesome.
And so if we create any new racetracks or any other events that are unique to the Uplift, they will be hosted in that top left corner of the map, outside of the free-for-alls and outside of the protected land. Okay? There is a portal to go there that is free. I'm not going to charge people to go to the battle arena. That makes no sense, right? So that's the yellow. That's the yellow portal that you can take from spawn, and at any point in time, you can go back and forth between the battle arena and spawn at no charge. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that. There is a documentation site that I started to work on. I'm hoping to get some help with that as well. So let's just show that as well. Here's an example. Obviously, there's going to be questions about how minetest works and what's available in terms of features and blocks. So I've started to kind of design a site around that. You're free to have a look at it. It's already available. I'll post a link in the Discord minetest helpful links channel.
I can put it in the. I'll put actually the links to the map and to this in the show notes for this as well, so people can just skip down.
That's
to the
fine.
bottom.
That's okay. You can definitely do that. And so I've started. You can already see that I'm trying to explain some of the basics. What's a plot gem? What's a server shop? What is the battle arena? What are the currencies that are going to be available in game? So those are. I'm starting with the main basic concepts, and then as obviously there's going to be questions about what are the the keys that you can use in game to play the game, and what are the purpose of every single block in the game. I mean, there's a very large amount of blocks in game. Trying to explain all of them will be way beyond the scope of this site. This is more about what we added to it that is unique to the Uplift as much as I can. And then there'll be a getting started guide as well, which I'm going to hope I can integrate here. Right now, that's a separate PDF.
For sure.
Okay. We'll get there. Okay. So that's available. People can have a look around. We definitely are mindful and understand that there is a need to explain in a good way what's available and how to use it. So we'll do our best. But it is work in progress, and it's going to take time to build this up. So keep that in mind, please.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I know that the closer we get, we want to make sure we launch with the coolest
I just wanted
MVP
to make
possible,
sure, because every single Web3 project out there has a mini documentation site. There's just no such thing as not having one. So I wanted to have a minimum basic one that would make sense. And that's what. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to have you walk around, try out some of the new things.
Okay.
And we're going to end that journey by you going to your plot, building a wall, and putting gratitudes up.
I like it. This is the way.
So let's go ahead and start up the minetest client. I'm going to join with my account as well from an administrative point of view to support you if you need something, just in case something happens.
Right.
So you'll see me, and also so that you're not alone in the server.
Indeed.
So you should be able to see me as well. So what I suggest you do is, I guess you're in full screen at this point.
Just about. I'm trying to map it so that we get the biggest possible.
I think it's fine. Don't go too big because you're going to miss out on some of the HUD display information that's in the corners or on the bottom, right? So this is perfect. The way you had it was actually good. That's fine. That's cool. Okay. So let's go back to spawn, please, because you're supposed to start like you're a new user. So just type /spawn. You already went somewhere where you should.
Nope.
All right. So here's the good news. You're on the wrong server.
What?
You are on the wrong server. This is the DGen 1 test server, and we are going to Booniez, which is just one port number higher, 4008.
Oh, cool. All right. Awesome.
No worries about it. And it's the username and password that you gave me when. See, so it's good that you did that, because I want you to see what happens if someone tries to log in. So if someone tries to log in and doesn't have a registration with us, and eventually you'll be using the web front end, of course, to register so that it's automatic and doesn't need me to do it.
Right.
But if you try
this noticed that I just had caps lock, in different reasons and showed that it's really close. So that's a good system.
Yeah, I have all kinds of ways to avoid abuse. And also very important, people who are going to try to impersonate you by calling themselves UpliftZen with one character different.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. I will stop you.
All right.
Excellent. All right. I'm glad that works. So if you don't have an account, you'll get a notice that you're supposed to go to a specific address. The first thing I want you to see. So this is the Spawn building. It has been built by Evo Crypto, Devonia. I think Mitzi helped a little bit as well. So it's kind of a group effort here that they built out this Spawn area. And we're trying to showcase as many as possible of the things close by so that you don't have to go too far to at least get a starting point. Right. One of the first things you'll notice is as you logged in as the first time, you got given some tools so that you don't start with nothing, right? So a stone sword, a stone pickaxe, a stone axe, and a couple of torches and some food. Yeah. I recommend not going outside at night. Just so you know. And of course, people know that you are doing a demo, so already they're showing up.
And hello.
One thing you might notice as you see other people flowing around is their name on top of their heads have a rank. So this one says level
9.
1, level 1. Oh, level 9. Sorry.
Item sorter,
right. So what we've done is Mighty has been working on uplift rank names. There are 25 of them, I think. I don't have one because I'm an administrator, so there's a special thing for me. And the rank starts from novice all the way up to uplift saint. That's the highest rank.
Nice. Okay.
Very hard to get. So I don't think you'll even get there. That's the first thing I wanted you to be aware of, that there are ranks, and these ranks are based on XP, and you earn XP by doing things. Punching, eating, crafting, everything earns XP, and as you grow and as you use the game and you play the game, your rank goes up, and eventually, of course, that's going to give you some perks. Right now, it's purely a bragging rights.
Got it.
All right.
Oh, so can we go through the top corner stuff just real quick? Because there's a bunch of stuff in the HUD that are pretty amazing.
Before I was going to show you any blocks, I was going to simply explain the HUD. Right, that's the important part.
Right.
The HUD is your current display. What do you see on your display? I did warn the builders of this building that the walls should be all one color so that it's easy to see the HUD.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like once you notice it's up there, it's pretty easy to get it.
It's not too bad, but the white on white is a little bit hard to read, also at night. So we have to be mindful of that. Now, I do have to say, the color and the size of your font on your screen is a client-side configuration.
Oh, okay.
So it is something you can change on your side. And it will be different depending on how people prefer it. It's purely a client configuration on this side. Right. So the top left corner of your display will show you what perks you have been given if you owned UDT tokens from the DAO.
The top left or top right?
Top right corner.
Okay.
Right, top
right.
Yeah,
that's what I figured.
So
like
right
travel
now,
credits.
Now it says that you have travel credits.
Yeah.
If you are a new person, you have no UDT whatsoever, which is fine. You will be given for free 20 travel credits.
Okay.
The trader discount that you will get when you join is 0 if you have no UDT, of course. And as you own more UDT, you will get a bigger trader discount. I will show later what trader discount does. It essentially reduces the fee that goes to the uplift when you are doing a transaction from your shop, from a shop owned by you. Okay. The rank is a VIP rank that you get simply based on the UDT that you own.
Right.
And the VIP corporate shares, that's a revenue sharing scheme. The more UDT you own, the more you're going to be getting a percentage of the earnings that are being collected on a weekly basis from the server.
That's awesome.
Where are they coming from? They're coming from the server shop. They're coming from trading between players. So the server fee, there's an uplift fee whenever someone transacts anything on the shop. There's a trading station that takes in some. So there'll be multiple places where lithium will be required to do something, and a cut of that goes to the server. That goes into a pool. And then we, as a DAO, decide what that pool spends the money on, right?
Cool. Yep.
There are a couple of things that already go out of the pool. One of them is a small salary for the arena manager to help out organize the arena. There will be also one going for the events management, those kinds of things, etc. So that's that. Now, you can also see this information in-game by simply opening up your inventory. Let's go and do that. I think it's I, the number I, the letter I, that's it. And then you can see, this is your base inventory. Let's try and explain that a little bit because it's overwhelming the first time you see this. It's a bit different from Minecraft. What we decided to do is to show you all the recipes from the get-go without you having to discover them from scratch. So they're all there for you to see. You can click on any one of them if you want to know how it's built, which is really nice. So it shows you exactly what it is that you need to go and find to be able to
cactus leggings.
Yeah, why not?
That's aggressive.
And so all these items are craftable. It shows you the crafting recipes for them. And most of the buttons that you see are convenience buttons that help you organize your inventory and build these things in a fast way. Right? Now, the buttons at the bottom, this is also very important. You're a new user. Start with the first button first. That is simply going back to your crafting grid.
Yeah.
Okay. The second so the buttons that you see at the top there, that is, let's take the apples, put all the apples in the middle of your crafting grid. Let's say you quickly want to build
oh yeah, look at that.
Exactly, right? So let's say you quickly want to build a certain recipe, and you know that recipe requires all your apples to be on the left or a square, etc. So I know people are tired of having to drag and drop all these things all the time. It's very, very time consuming. Yeah. So these buttons speed up things really, really fast.
Cool. All right.
And then the X button at the left puts it back into your inventory.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you.
So the bottom at the bottom, you had a couple of buttons. The first one was the crafting grid. The second one is the recipe information, basically the crafting guide.
Right.
So the third one is setting your home. So from now on, if you die, you'll come back here.
Oh,
this is very important
because up the top, right? So
this is very important because it means you no longer need to put somewhere a bed in order to be able to go back home.
Right.
Those days are gone.
So
there's a set home button and there's a go home button.
Right. Like boop, I just went home.
Exactly.
I was standing there, but okay.
So my advice is when you join the game for the first time, set your home.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then
and when we visit my land, I'll set it there.
Yes, please.
I can have some. Okay, cool.
The next line next to that is we are giving people the ability to have bags. Right now you don't have any, but once you will be able to create them, inventory bags, you'll be able to put them there, and that increases your inventory size.
Oh, cool.
So you get more space to carry more things as you walk from one place to another.
Cool beans.
The waypoint, that should be self-evident. Essentially, it allows you to set 5 favorite places on the map, and those end up becoming waypoints so that you know where they are physically and you can go there.
So change color waypoint, set waypoint to current location. So okay, so if I press this, so my second waypoint is this one.
That's right.
And can I change the name?
I
can change the name.
I think so, yes.
Spawn.
You can call this spawn.
Yeah.
And then press the check mark. That's it.
Cool.
And of course, as an administrator, you also get the teleport to that thing. But you're not going to get that.
Oh, well, crap. Okay.
Let's see. So after bags comes, and after waypoints comes the skin. So you have the little guy, the face, right? That's the skin. That's basically what the most people are going to want to change, is how they look to other players, right?
Yeah, so I got to figure out how to get mine. So that raw texture, so you can still go to like the Minecraft skins and they'll port
We
over.
can load. So right now we're using a minetest database that is available. If you click on change, you'll see the list essentially.
Okay.
It's a button, right? Boink. So there you go. So there's like multiple pages, right? There's like 12 or 13 or there's hundreds of pages of skins of different players around the world who have been creating these skins.
Okay.
And you're free to choose any one of them. But if people indeed have their own skins in Minecraft, there is a way to convert them and get them imported into the. I have to put them on the server though. So
okay,
it is
cool.
some work. It is some work for me, but it is technically possible.
So yeah. You should. I definitely want to get mine on. Charge me Upliftium or something.
Yeah, absolutely. We can definitely,
like
we can
anytime
definitely do that.
Yeah, anytime anybody has to do any human work, we definitely have to put like a decent Upliftium charge.
But we can
the
add
freaking banana one. That's awesome.
We can definitely add custom. Yeah, there's really nice ones in there. We can definitely add custom ones, and we'll make sure that yours get added. I've completely forgot about that.
Yeah, but I want to get charged for it. But you know what I mean, like that, just to sort of.
Right now, it's not something we charge, but it can certainly become one. That's not
all right. Well, I'm doing it anyway.
So pick one for now. Doesn't matter which one.
This one. All right. Cool.
Okay, not that one.
Not that one.
Not Steve.
That's Steve. How is that?
That's
Steve?
Minecraft Steve.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
what we call him.
There's Deadpool. I don't know.
Yeah, most people pick Deadpool actually.
That does look really cool. I'm trying to find something that's like kind of close to mine.
There is actually.
That suit is amazing. The duck. That's hilarious. I mean, I gotta do the banana.
There's one without a head as well, which is quite funny.
Too much fun. I am banana guy.
All right. So if you go back down next to that, you have the armor. So essentially, of course, you can load up armor. You can wear diamonds, helmets, and diamond leggings, etc. That's normal.
Right.
Next to that, you have your awards. So for doing things inside the Uplift, you will earn awards, just like in Minecraft. We have added a couple of custom ones ourselves. So for instance, joining a robot.
So many. This is awesome.
These were already there. This is not something I created.
The battle fight and the battle robots.
I've added about 5 new battle arena related awards. We have a whole plan we want to add, Mighty and me, on additional awards, because this is going to be important to guide new users on what to do within minetest, right? Tell them what to do, amazing. Give them some ideas, right?
Yeah.
So we'll work on that. Now it's important to understand every single one of them. If you unlock them, you are going to get travel credits for the effort. So you get perks already by just playing the game, because we want to make sure that people get something for doing these. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so close that down. There's lots of really nice ones in there.
Right, like far, like that. This, like, we could do an entire show just on this.
We could.
I mean? Like, yeah, that's okay. I mean, I was already kind of getting excited about this, but now it's getting a little ridiculous.
And some of those awards have multiple levels, etc.
Right?
All right, so go back to your inventory because you kind of exited out.
I got too excited.
All right, so the most important button you must always press is the uplift button.
Blam.
And that's just a way to see your current state in terms of information, right? So you need to know, this is also the only place where you can quickly check how much lithium do I actually have, upliftium do I currently have, right? So you have been given by me 10 million upliftium, which we're going to spend. Also, did you just press something without me telling you to?
Sorry, I did. I saw claim gems. I'm a degenerate. I had to claim the gems. I did see,
but we have to explain. But we have to explain why you have them and why it's not 0 for you, right? And this is part of the meeting. This is part of this video.
100%. Sorry for jumping ahead.
So this is basically showing you your states, the information that we know about you as a player within the Uplift services backend system. So this is keeping information about your upliftium. Which UDT level did you manage to attain with your Ethereum wallet? If you have one, if you don't, it's fine. And then more importantly, if you own land, it's going to accumulate daily plot gems that you can claim only in this particular user interface. You
Okay,
press
so only in
you
game.
press the claim button, and then you get you've already gotten. How much did it give you, by the way?
17,000.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I need to work on that. How
I
much
mean,
land do you own?
I have a lot of land. Is
okay,
it?
that might be why. So I might need
Yeah.
to add a whale tax.
Yeah. No, you definitely should, because I think it's like, I think I might be at about 250 total or something
Because
like
the
that.
way
So
it works is you get a fixed amount per land. I don't actually look at how many land you have. Maybe I should.
yeah. No, I like the idea of doing, because I mean, I'm not gonna use them, and the last thing we want to do is have, and whales probably aren't gonna flood the market.
Oh, there's
anyway,
plenty of ways to spend them. Don't worry about that.
Okay, but even like anybody that like, if there was some variable on it where, like, even if it's, and I'm just throwing numbers around, so like if you're a whale, don't freaking scream at me, right? Make a down proposal if you're annoyed at anything I'm about to say. But like, if there was, just hypothetically, if we put a 50% tax on it, and those gems went to something that onboarded new people, right? Like some new account bonus or something like that. Like, that'd be amazing, right? Because then we're increasing the number of people that are in it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I'm
mean,
sort of like brainstorming on the fly.
one thing that I have not implemented yet is what we were going to give as referral bonus. To give you one example, right? So we could work that in as a referral bonus, for
Awesome.
instance.
Yeah, and I think
there's a couple of ideas there that we can work on.
Yeah,
so for now, this is the only. This
is
very important, because this is the only source for blood gems. There's no other way of getting them.
Got
it. Apart from purchasing them from someone else who's got them through this user interface, of course, right?
Right. So I can put half on for sale, like RFN.
Now, it's important, if you lose those gems because you decided to jump off a cliff, it's gone.
I saw that in the documentation. I was going to ask about that. I love that, right? So like in the documentation, and again, I urge everyone to kind of.
It's up to you to secure your belongings, and there are many ways to secure your belongings. There are locked chests. There are a lot of possible. I mean, we can come up with a bank block if you really want to.
No, I think there's ways to do it. Like if people can do it on their own, that's the best way, right?
People can do it on their own. There are locked chests, and there are many ways that you can secure your. But I was going to say, this is really an item. So if that item is lost for whatever the reason might be, it's gone.
I love that about these items. So yeah, like I look good right now, but if I walked outside and got murdered, I'd lose them.
That's right. So don't go outside. Now, most people, most items don't stack above 64 or 128. This one I explicitly configured to allow to go all the way up to 64,000 or something like that, so you don't have to worry about stacking. Because I know people don't want to see 20,000 stacks of gems in their inventory, right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right, so now that you have blue gems, that's good, because we'll be able to use them in a second. So let's go ahead and close this window now. And one of the first things I want you to have a look at is on the right side of you. There's two blocks there at the corner of against the wall. So let's see. So that's the first one. Let's start with that one. The green one that you see there, this is an upliftium faucet. If you are a new player and you have no upliftium whatsoever, which is unlikely since I'm going to give you some, but let's say you start from 0, then just simply right-click on it. Go ahead. And
that was awesome.
And you will get free upliftium every hour.
Oh my God, that was too much fun. I want to come back just to get smashed with the uplift.
Go ahead and try again.
Oh,
there you go. So it's once an hour. This was created by Modded Outlaw. So
well done, Modded.
He created this block. It's really nice. Essentially, it's a way to get free upliftium. I don't know if it's going to make it into soft launch, but we do need during testing a way to get some upliftium just in case I'm not there and I'm asleep, and you need to be able to move on with testing. That's the way to do it.
Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. So my upliftium balance, that's lift and liftium. So like, is there
lift and upliftium is the same thing. I just call it liftium.
Okay, so that my balance didn't change. Is that?
That's okay. That's the only place where that doesn't happen. That's why I had to add a refresh button.
Oh, nailed it. Cool.
This has to do with the way minetest works with forms. They don't dynamically update.
No, man. I mean,
easily.
there's a refresh button right there. I should have thought.
So
of that.
that's why I added it. Maybe I should. One of the things I can do is I can move that refresh button up right next to the UpliftZen, because it's the only reason you need it.
Oh, maybe. Hey. Yeah. That makes sense.
I'll have to think about that, but
I mean, the UX looks really good right here, and now
that's why also it says the last time this information was updated was on this date, so that way this is old stuff, because the date is old. You see this kind of
look at you thinking ahead.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
All right,
man.
So this is a faucet. Yeah, you'll have to wait an hour before you can use it again. Sorry.
That's fun. All right, sounds good.
The other thing that we'll probably also end up doing is this is not an infinite amount of lithium. At some point, it runs out and it will turn red to say that there's no more money. Just so you know.
Oh, cool! All right, that's awesome. And then we can basically fill it up from the DAO
from somewhere.
From donations,
not decided
or whatever.
yet.
I like that it's limited. Like that. That's cool. It makes us think about it.
Well, we don't want to give unlimited, because that's going to get exploited really fast, right? So,
right.
Although it is per account every hour. I may need to slow that down to once a day or something.
I think if it's every hour,
it's a tiny amount, it's fine,
100%, right? Like I think we can have fun with that. And seriously, like with that little like smash, like I DJ'd out right there, which is really fun to be able to do that. So we can manage the numbers on the back end. I think
on the left of you have a bulletin board. This is a way for players to leave notes behind. So go ahead and click on it, and you can see already some folks have already been putting some notes. So it's really simple way of leaving notes. We may remove this because people are going to abuse it.
Well, let's leave it there. You know what I mean? Like just for now, they might at some point, but I don't know.
And the way it works is right next to it. There's a chest.
I need paper.
Yeah, so go into the chest next to it. Exit out. There's a chest next to it with paper. Just pick one, and then you can actually put down a piece of paper in the bulletin board, and then that's the way you do it.
Boom.
See, it's actually well thought out. I guess that's another way of doing gratitude, except that they cost you paper.
Yeah, no, that's okay though. How do you spell? Not like that.
Bulletin board.
All right, I'm having too much fun. Boink.
Yeah, you can play with that later. No worries. All right, there you go. So that's how bulletin boards work. Let's go to the right of you. There's 2 more blocks. The first one is the trading station. So the trading station is the first thing you can do to spend your blue gems, your plot gems.
Okay.
Go ahead and right click.
For people who do not have land. Oh, you just have some plot gems in there? That's cool.
So essentially, once every Minecraft day, minetest day, not real day, but minetest day, every minetest day, 12 of those trading pairs are generated that is unique to you as a player. So every player sees something different. And you are able to exchange your plot gems for items, and that's a good way to get started if you have nothing. Like I've often got complaints from people saying, I got a plot, it's in the middle of the ocean, and because of that I have nothing. I don't even have a sapling to start with for a tree or anything. This is one way of getting started. However, we are going to nerf this because we don't want to put too much competition against the player-to-player shops. Even though this is useful to burn blue blood gems.
Just make them way more expensive. Like
I want that to be more. Yeah, it will be definitely more expensive for sure. But on the other hand, people are not going to get 7,000 gems like you.
Well, no, but so that's the thing, right? Like the thing is, if we make them really expensive here, it's like a one-stop shop. You know, you can come here. It's really convenient. But players can then be, undercutting us and making, that economic throughput themselves.
This is the absolute last resort fallback if you have no other recourse.
Got it. Okay. I like, and I mean, it's a good example too, really, just all being in here or whatever. It'll show people.
Also, it's you see the little numbers at the bottom right corner. It's finite. Like if you've bought it all up, it's gone for the whole day. You'll have to wait a day.
All right.
We do that on purpose because otherwise people are just going to spam the button to get as much as they can, especially of the expensive stuff that's in there.
I mean, if you get in, like that scarcity thing, like that might not be a bad thing.
No, I totally. Right now, it's too easy to get things. I 100% agree.
Burn the blue gems up, right? Like any excuse to do that. And really, if they run out, like, okay, now my next question is, when does this refresh, and when do I have to be here? Right. And
once every mine test day, which is every 30 minutes or something like that, or every hour.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So it's easy then. You just wait around and
you just wait around. Well, yeah, the whole point is for you to play, right? So wait around, 100%. Come back, and it will refresh. So at the end of the session, if we try again, you might see 12 new pairs, right?
That's
the idea.
Oh, and it's like different stuff?
Different stuff, yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
So right now, if you exit out and you go back in, it will be exactly the same pairs and the same stock value, right? You'll have to wait a full mine test day for that to refresh.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
All right. Next, we have a couple of chests to help people who have no gems. That's for testing purposes. We have a bit of food and a bit of starting pieces if you need anything. Yeah, go ahead and give them. You might want to keep the food though, because you might need it.
Right. All right. Cool.
Especially the meat. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool.
All right. And then next to that is the famous Uplift shop. So this is basically where you'll be able to purchase items from us. So go ahead and right click.
That's scary for fake money.
Yep.
Bronze travel pass.
So this is where you'll be able to buy travel passes. This is where you'll be able to buy hard to get things that are almost impossible to get for a lot of lithium.
Oh, cool.
You'll be so in your case, I'd like you to buy one smart shop because I want you to show you how that works as well.
Got it. Smart shop remote store.
No, just a smart shop itself. You don't need the remote. Let's keep it simple.
And then
pick one more, the map POI block.
Okay.
What that does is it allows you to put that down in your plot, give it a custom piece of text, and then it will show up on the map.
Oh, cool. All right, I just bought a lock chest too because I want to put my gems in.
Oh yes, please. Yeah, I was going to say that was going to be the next thing you need. Cool. All right, so this list will grow over time.
What's the healing tree sapling?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
It's a healing tree.
You just like stand next to it and like
try it. Get one.
All right, rock and roll.
All right. Very cheap though.
Here, you know what?
So over time, we'll increase that list. We'll make the values that you see there dynamic. Right now, it's fixed. So I do have to. There's a lot of work to be done on that shop, but it's a good starting point. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, I'm just gonna give away some more food for fun.
Next thing I want to show you is right there. That's the void chest, the same as Minecraft, meaning that if you put something in a void chest and you have another void chest somewhere else, you'll see exactly the same content, right? That's
it's like the Ender's chest or whatever.
That's the Ender's chest, correct?
Okay, cool.
Same thing.
Okay, so that's interesting. And this is like a community thing.
This is I think everybody, because you can open it. So everybody can open it, but you only see your inventory, of course.
Okay,
right?
Cool. All right, so
community chest is something else. That would be the normal regular chests.
Right. It just means like anything I personally put in here, if I have another one of these things, I'll be able to. It's basically like my chest that's kind of everywhere, and it would also be that way for somebody else. They're only going to.
It's very useful for people who want to move things from one place to another easily.
Stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
There's a couple of things. All right. So the next thing I want to show you is.
I just gotta say, dude, like.
Mighty did all the textures.
Awesome, Mighty, congrats! Like these are really amazing. Like just the amount of stuff that's already baked into this is fucking fantastic. Excuse my French. Sorry, because there's probably gonna be like Munchkin seeing this at some point. My apologies, but I'm really impressed.
Maybe something that I glossed over as you move around with your mouse and you have a crosshair in the middle. I don't know if you've noticed, but above your health bars, it shows you what block you're looking at.
Right.
It's very useful if you're worried, if you're seeing something for the first time that's new and you're wondering what is it. The block name is going to show up above your health bars as you point to things. So a good way to learn what the blocks are and which mods own them, etc. Yeah,
I like it. Oh, it even says if you're on here, trade station refreshes every mine test day, requires plot gems.
Yep. Yeah, that we did that. We put that there to help people understand what they are for. The health bars, of course, there's one for stamina, there's one for hunger, there's one for health. I think there's one for drawing that only shows up if you're
I'm right-clicking on this apple and it's not eating. How do I eat it?
Left click. You just ate. See?
Boom.
Normally there's sounds with that, but you probably turned that off.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So go to where I am on the other side of the building. Oh, this is where Mitzi puts information about her random IOS events. This is where she explains the instructions. Which you're not going to do now.
Yeah. Hey, just for future reference, how do you screen? Is it the screenshot?
The screenshots, F12.
F12. Boom. Cool.
There you go. You just took a screenshot.
Yes, I did.
So next to me is a smart shop, which is something I finished working on today. If you right-click on that, if you point at it, it will show you that there's things for sale in this shop.
4 bones.
Maximum 4 items can be sold in here.
Yeah.
So there are bones for sale in that particular shop. And something you may notice there is it says that there's a lithium charge associated with buying this item.
Yeah.
Right.
So I trade it for 2 gems, but it's gonna charge me 25,000 lithium.
That's right.
So is it
go ahead and if you left click on the bone, it will go into your inventory.
Oh, left click. There we go.
There you go. It goes into your inventory.
Yeah.
Some blood gems were taken out of your inventory in exchange for those bones, and money came out of your account as well. So if you press the I to go to your inventory to check your lithium,
and then refresh,
and then you see that the number
much
just went
poorer. Awesome. Yeah.
So that's important. You have a shop block in your inventory. Go ahead and put that down.
Okay.
It's just temporarily for now anyway. So put that into you need to put that first. It's the little, that one. Put that first into your hotbar, and then you can put that then from your hotbar into that's it. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. So this is a good test. You do not own this land, and you are not a member of this land.
I can't do anything.
Put that here. So what we're going to do is we'll come back to that. We'll do it in your land. We'll put a shop down, and then we'll show people what it. Because I like people to be able to see what it looks like from an administrator point of view.
Right. No, that's cool.
So if you go downstairs, Mitzi and Evo and Devonia have been building this huge mall.
Whoa.
Where there's a lot of things that are for sale, for exchanging. And there's been some ideas on how do we get this to a point where maybe people rent space to put their shop here. And the reason why we can do that here, and we couldn't do that in Minecraft, is because there's this concept of remote storage where the actual inventory sits in someone's land, but the shop can be somewhere else.
Oh, that's interesting.
It opens up interesting ideas. I haven't thought out how to do this yet because the problem is you need to be a member of this plot to be able to sell. So that's still an issue right now.
Right.
But we're getting there. You can buy, of course, as a buyer. You can buy from here, but the problem is you can't actually put down a shop here. So that's still an issue.
Treat that as a feature, not a bug, right? Like if you need to get like special access to be in here, that's not a terrible thing.
Now, the other thing we've done is in the middle of this room is this weird construction that you've been wondering, what the hell is this?
I have been wondering that.
It's actually an elevator. So if you just stand in the middle and press spacebar, you'll go up. Just keep going up until you go to the roof. Keep going up until you go to the roof.
Just like one click at a time.
Oh, hang on. Before you do anything, let me change the daytime. There you go. All right. So if you go, and what we've done here is we simply created jump off spots for people to try out hang gliders or balloons from up on the roof.
That looks so good.
So if you want, you can take a balloon or you can take a hang glider. Let me give you a hang glider. Hang on, I'll come to you. I was wondering if we actually put a chest. Maybe we didn't put the chest up there with some hang gliders. Oh, we did. Here you go. So. Oh no, those are balloons. Sorry. There should be. No, there isn't one. So I'm gonna give you a hang glider. Up. Go ahead, pick it up. All right.
Yep.
The way it works is you simply jump and then left click once enables the hang glider. Go ahead.
Whoa, that's awesome.
And the longer you fly, the better, because what's going to happen at the end is going to show you how long you flew, how far, and it gets recorded so that there's a bit of a high score leaderboard going on around that.
Whoa! Found a hole.
There you go. Not too late. So it shows
and then,
you,
hold on, and
you
then
the distance, the speeds, and that gets recorded. And now that's actually associated with your name, and we'll be able to see that on the high score and show off that you were able to fly this far with a hang glider.
And now, because I set a waypoint, I can go to there.
Yeah.
How do I go there? Set? No, I don't want to set it. I want to go there.
No, you have to set it first.
I did.
You want to go to me? You mean to the home?
No, yeah, I was gonna go. I set spawn. How do I go there?
Press the 1, the number 1, or the number of the. I think you changed it. I think actually that's
it's on number 2.
Normally, just pressing that number goes there.
Oh, it didn't work.
Try the home button at the bottom, since that's still set. Don't set it, huh? There's one that actually goes there. Yeah.
Oink.
There you
go. Okay.
So you're back in spawn, right? All right. So the next thing I want to discuss.
Yeah. Good talk. I need to go hang gliding again. It's too much fun. Yeah.
It's addictive. I do agree.
It really is. It's so much
hang
fun.
On. Don't do it here, because I'm going to show you a better spot to do it from, which is next to the battle arena, right, where we're going next. So keep coming, come back down. Come back down.
So
don't
shift
get
to go
excited.
down. Yeah, it's so much fun. And perfect.
All right. So another thing I wanted to you to be aware of is you obviously own land.
Yes.
And so if you open up your chat, which is press T for chatting.
T chat. Oh, hey, look at
that. You can type /list space /list_plots. And that shows you. So press T again to view the chat better. That shows you all your land that you currently own.
This is
these are the DGen 1 only land.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
At least that tells you where they are, and so that way you can see the coordinates of where you kind of need to go to see one of your pieces of land. As far as the server is concerned, these lands are now under your name and protected by you.
Cool.
So what we're going to do is we'll do the battle arena first, and then afterwards we'll pick one of these and we'll go to one of these.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's go to the battle arena. So take the yellow portal and select the battle arena.
Ow. Oh, and I click it. Battle arena. There. Got it.
And then we're going to go down to the battle arena level, and we're going to go and initialize a robot for the first time.
I love how high this is. Like just that's so cool.
But we need to be able to see the arena from a good vantage point, right?
It's a solid entrance, my good man. And this whole area is really cool too.
I think Mitzi and Devonia worked on this, and maybe Evo as well. So it's all their work.
I don't know what that path up there is, but I'm going to need to find out.
So the path up there is where we're going to go for the hang glider. So don't worry, we'll go there. First, I want you to go and initialize your robot for the first time, because it is your first time after all.
Robot manager.
And that is different from the past, right? So what happens now is, because your robot comes from an NFT.
Yeah.
Go ahead and open up that screen, because it's kind of what we're going to discuss.
Okay.
Because your robot is coming from an NFT, you have to load it first. So you press the load button. In I have not implemented this, but when the time comes, what will happen at that point is it will go to Dennis' front-end website. It will check your wallet, and it will see whether you have a robot NFT in your wallet. And then it will read off of that those settings that you see here. Gets loaded into the game, bound to you as a player, and then you can only change the name, not the skin, and nothing else. Everything else comes from the unpacking of the NFT.
Perfect. Okay.
And the rarity of the robot will dictate how high those numbers will be at starting point, right? So a common robot will only have up to 10% of all of the maximum, up to, 10% of the maximum.
Right.
And then an uncommon, a rare, a legendary, and an epic, and a mythic, they will all be higher starting points, up to maximum 50% of all the maximum possible.
So that you can still upgrade them.
So that you can still upgrade them, of course. Right now, you can't upgrade because you have 0, 0, 0. You have no points, no nothing. So we're going to fight each other to get some points. So let's go ahead. So you have actually given it a name. So you press the save button to save the change.
Okay.
And then you exit.
All right.
And now I'm going to do the same thing. I've already done it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go on the opposite side of the stair. There's another block, which is the Arena Manager block. And we're going to join the fight. Looks like someone forgot to leave the previous fight. But that's okay. So right-click on that block and join the fight. Yeah?
Yep.
And then you can exit out. One more thing I want you to be aware of. You can actually turn on connected glass so that you only see, you don't see all these great patterns. Would you like to do that? It's very easy to do. So you exit the game. So just exit the game.
Exit to menu.
Exit the menu. That's right. And then you want to go to the display, the settings section. And then there's an option there, connected glass. Turn that on. Go back to all settings. Go back to the server. Sorry, not the all settings. My fault. Exit. Go back to the join server. No, join server.
Join game. Yeah.
And join back the main site. Yeah. And now the glass will be all connected, and it's much nicer to look. Especially when you're looking at a fight, you don't want to see those grid patterns, right? So I really recommend everybody turn on your connected glass. Most PCs can handle this, no problem.
That's a good tip. Awesome.
Even mobile phones, I think, can handle this. So I'm going to start the fight.
Hey, newsflash. This works on mobile phones.
This works on mobile phones, yes.
I mean, just like, that's like, we should probably be on the title. P.S. This works on mobile phones. Anyway, sorry.
So I'm going to start the fight. I'm the arena manager. There are a couple of us who have the arena manager title, and it requires a human to start the fight. That's because you want to make sure that there's enough players before you start the fight. You don't want to automate that really, and you want it to be fair and manage it a little bit, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start it. So normally you get really nice sounds. You know them, right? 1, 2, 3, fight.
Yeah.
Well, we both have fairly small robots, which means we have low HP.
Right. Yeah,
they're fighting each other, and looks like I'm going to win.
Oh, you won! Nice.
And when that happens, my robot dies. You get 1 point, and I get 2 points for.
I like that.
There you go.
Okay.
But I want you to win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a new robot that is very, very weak to get you a chance to win.
Thanks.
So let me do that. Hang on. Nope. So I'm going to keep doing it until I have very low HP, essentially. Export button is the way to kind of delete the robot. Oh, there you go. I found one that's pretty bad. And I'm going to join the fight again with you. Join. You need to do that as well. So every time the fight's over, you kind of have to join again. That's basically to give everybody a chance to join a fight, right? Otherwise,
makes sense.
There's too much fighting going on. Let's start. All right, so our robots are going to fight each other again. There you go.
BB-8.
Don't worry. Eventually, the sometimes they need a bit of a kick, but eventually they're going to find each other and then go towards each other. So because they're turning around, sometimes you have to kick them to give them a bit of a. So in this case, it looks like I need to give them a bit of a kick. So let me do that. There you go. It's work in progress, the AI.
Oh, for sure.
Oh God, your robot is really terrible.
I'm telling you, man.
Go ahead and make a new robot, please.
Sorry, buddy.
So the way to make a new robot is you simply go back to the bot viewer and then press the export button. That basically deletes the robot essentially.
Okay. So yeah, this one's
even
weaker.
Press the load button. The load button will basically generate a new robot for you.
Okay. Load. Oh, there we go.
No, so keep doing it until you have a much higher HP. The lower the HP, the faster it's going to die.
Okay, so export and then...
export and then load again.
Load.
And if you have 50 or so HP, you're good. No, that's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
You have terrible luck today.
I know, right? It's like anytime...
Nope.
anytime we do like pack openings live, I get like just straight comments. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my God, that's like the worst streak I've ever
know. Man.
Okay, that's good.
That's
good.
Right,
that's fine.
All right, and then so save.
And then give it the name, of course, so that you know it's yours, and then press save. Okay. Save is really only for saving the change of the name. You know, that's it.
Got it. Yeah.
And then go back to the arena manager and join.
Hey, how do you run in minetest?
Press the H button. I think makes you go faster. No, not the H button. Sorry, the J button. J for Japan.
Oh yeah, it says fast mode enabled. Let's see fast mode.
At least for me, it goes. Maybe it only goes fast near spawn. I have to say.
Okay, fast mode disabled. Fast mode enabled. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Joining. Boink. Boink.
Okay, then I'll start the fight again.
Alrighty.
In the meantime, you've already earned 2 upgrade points. Actually, no, because you've exported. Those points are gone.
And then they run away. Come on, guys.
We're back to that. All right, then
we are. They're like, but we don't want to fight. This is where Lisa Chandler would be like, you're freaking making them fight. It's evil. I love her.
There you go. So now,
all right, come on, bud. You got this. Got this. Come on.
Well, no, you're losing.
I'm losing again. Oh, because I saw the name went. Oh yeah, you can tell by the color of the name.
I'm gonna freaking die again. Right?
Come on, buddy. Wow, your guys it's just dominating. There's just no way around it.
All right, I'll make another one. Sorry. Export.
Can 2 people access this thing at the same time?
Which thing?
The robot manager. I think I just showed.
Yeah, of course. You can use it at the same time as me.
All right.
Okay, I think now I have a really bad robot because it's only 28 HP. So let's try that again. All right. Tell me when you joined, and then I'll start the fight.
Yep, Buttercup.
All right, it's starting.
Come on. You got this.
And you can kind of see by the color who's going to win, because as you lose color...
I'm losing again. Run away. Run away.
I don't know. Oh, I tell you what. Spend your points on him. So,
okay.
Go to essentially the block next to it is the upgrade button.
There's an upgrade in here.
Yeah, that's the one. You need both. So we'll start with that one.
Upgrade.
Go to the upgrade and then spend it on HP, right? So, and then next to that, by the way, that is also for you. Good to know.
Oh, it goes up really slowly. That's fun. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Yeah, it went up a little bit, like by 0.08.
Oh yeah, it goes very slow. It's a diminishing return algorithm. So the more you spend on it, the slower it goes up.
Smart. That's good.
Right next to that is the repair station, which you need to repair your robots because they will wear. Right now you're fine, you're full health, but as you fight, it will go down, and that will actually consume your blood gems to repair the robots. Just so you know. Cool. All right, so join the fight, and now let's try again. Maybe now you have a chance to win.
Here's hoping.
Join. Okay, let me try and do that. Start. Got it.
Oh, buddy.
You do look bigger, though. Nope. I don't know what it is today, but
dude, I'm telling you, the second we go live, my luck basically just turns into, man, this is like a hilarious little 2-dimensional robot. I love that guy. All right.
So eventually, of course, what's going to happen is you're going to win. Eventually, you will win 5 times.
Okay.
And when that happens, the game is going to reward you with, come over here to me, I'll give it to you because it's going to take too long for you to win 5 times.
Yeah, apparently.
So eventually you're going to basically get, one of these. Oh God. I'm trying to get rid of it, but the pickup radius is, hang on. Did you get it? I think you got it. So this is called an uplift tool gem. And what happens is you pick any of your tools that you wish to upgrade and put it into your crafting grid alongside with this uplift tool gem, and it will enhance it with a 25% durability, speed, and damage improvement.
Awesome.
So go ahead and pick that out. And now you have an enhanced pickaxe that you can use in your in-game.
That's really cool.
So I wanted to give something special to those who are really spending time on the robot arena. And if they win 5 times, they're going to get one of those robots. All right. So that's the battle arena. Let's go to one of your plots. Okay. So what we're going to do is... Oh, actually, let's go to the hang glider first because you really wanted to do that. I know that.
Oh, hey. I can fast track commands just by doing the / button.
Yes.
That's cool. Oh, and then you can do
it has a history that it remembers. Yeah. So that, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So
back here to the exit of the arena.
Hey, should we do the hang gliding thing first?
Yeah, that's what I'm proposing we do.
Oh, yeah.
Come and visit me here. Just follow me.
Yep.
So we need to go up. So one of the things I was wondering is you can go up for free through the stairs, or we'll put an elevator, but it will charge you to go up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because this is fun the first time, but after 100 times, I think you're going to get tired of this.
All right.
Because it's really, really high.
Hey, how do I get rid of the stuff on the top, the typing that I did?
I think F2. F2 hides chat.
Fog disabled. F2. Oh, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it can be in the way. I agree.
Oh, that's cool. As long as people know how to turf it. So F2 to get rid of that.
As you can see, it's really, really high.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Okay.
So here we're going to be giving people a hang glider from the chests that they can pick up on, and then you already have one, so don't pick that one. I'll take that one. And then just jump off.
Oh shit! I died. Oh, there's water underneath. Oh, I died anyway.
That's because you didn't actually take the hang glider in your hotbar.
I didn't have it armed. Son of a frickin'. Can you spawn me over to you?
Hang on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there, and then I'm going to teleport you there. Hang on.
Thanks. Sorry. So have your hang glider in your hand, or it will not work.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to activate it, right? So
yeah, shocker. Corey figures out ways to die.
Teleport, UpliftZen to... No, I hope I don't have this the wrong way around, so we'll find out soon enough. Either I'm going to teleport to you, or you are going to teleport to me.
I teleported to you.
Yeah, good. All right.
So
basically, you need to have your hang glider in your hand. And when you left click, you already see that it's kind of very briefly flies and then don't fly, right?
Oh, yeah, got it.
And as you walk over the ledge and you jump, just left click once and it will activate the hang glider.
Whee! I want to get around this freaking giant hill. Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
Get around.
You need a balloon for that.
Oh. I want to find the low areas.
Well, yeah.
Wee.
28 seconds for me. I think
33. 33. Is that just 33 meters?
33 seconds. That's how long you've been in the air.
Okay, cool. I might have a hard time getting out of this water here. That's gonna be
just type /spawn to go back to spawn.
okay.
You won't be able to get out of there because you can't build.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
All right, let's go pick one of your plots. So what was the list? Which one is the closest, you think?
Brought it up. Closest is probably all the lowest numbers, right? So 96, 160.
96, 160. All right, follow me. So maybe a piece of advice. When you press F5, it's going to show you your coordinates.
Got it. Cool.
You're going to want that, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and figure out.
Oh, we're at 500, 500 though. So what's the closest to 500, 500 is the question we should be asking.
96. Hang on. So 96 is this way. So you have to go west.
So I've got 288, 768. Anyway, whatever. I'll follow you.
Just follow me.
Yeah.
We have to go west.
So yeah, both numbers.
And I'm not going to be cheating by flying.
Fair enough.
I guess we could take a balloon to go
totally
there.
Or we could have
taken a balloon to go there.
Let's do that.
All right.
Oh,
hang on. Let me fix that for you. I can make a way up because I'm an administrator.
Balloon ride, rock and roll.
All right. So we'll take the balloon that's on the roof. That's probably easiest. We'll just need a bit of coal. Do you have some coal on you? Otherwise,
I don't. But I saw some on the roof where I could grab some.
Okay, because we need some coal. Is used as fuel essentially for the balloon.
Hot air balloon and coal. All right.
So the way it works is you step into. I'm gonna fly, so I'll be next to you. You step into the balloon because only one person can go in there. And you put your coal on your hotbar because that will be your fuel essentially. And then I'm going to try and figure out where we need to go. 96. Let's see. 96 is this way. Yeah, we definitely have to go west. So step into the balloon. Oh, you took one? Okay.
Yeah.
And then left click with your coal in your hand inside and that should allow you to go up. Don't do too much. And then use your arrows to go up. Or is
arrows?
I can't remember. Was it maybe a space bar or
didn't work.
Doesn't work? Hang on. It's been a while.
It's not using any coal.
Are you sure you have coal? Not charcoal?
I have a coal lump.
Works for me. Well, you have to use your coal on the bottom of your, not the side, the bottom. Yeah. Right click.
Right clicking.
There you go. You're going up already.
All right, and then I can go directionally.
You can choose direction by using the
What
arrows.
did we say? It was like 96.
96, 161.
I want all the numbers going.
So we have to go west. We have to go. So point yourself west because you have to go west.
I have to go west over here. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to get out of the balloon. It's been
we want the other number to go down too, though, right? Isn't that like southwest?
Southwest. Yeah. So 96 and then 160.
Okay.
Wow, we're really going high.
Whoa.
Above the clouds. And you can kind of see, I think Evo has been putting some platforms you can go all the way. Oh, I'm going down again. I guess I only had one coal lump.
Hey, can you jump out and hang glide?
You should be able to, yes. But I can't remember what the button was for getting out of the balloon, I have to say. I thought it was shift or sneak. I'm crashing, by the way, because I'm out of fuel. There's no crashing, by the way. You just go on the ground. Maybe I should add that in. Okay, I remember now. The right click of the mouse seems to let you out of the balloon. But you shouldn't have to go out. You have plenty of fuel. I'm going to go towards you because I can see where you are. Oh, there you are. See, you can see me?
Hello.
You have plenty of fuel, so you're good for 10 minutes at least with the amount of coal you put in.
Okay.
And you'll just keep going up all the way to the roof because you put too much coal in, I think. But it's okay. It's probably going to take us too long to get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to teleport to your.
Or yeah, if you, I'll come to you. Yeah, I want to jump out and hang glide.
So
can I? If I jump out, is it going to get rid of the balloon?
Yeah, it will. Right click.
Okay. Okay.
Right click on the mouse. I think it should get you out. Otherwise, it's sneak and then right click. Sneak, I think, is the shift button.
Whoa,
there you go.
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go. Left click once, and now you're hang gliding.
I'm going the wrong way.
It's okay. I'm going to teleport us there. It'll be faster.
Okay, I'm going the right way now.
What did you say? 96, and then 161, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, UpliftZen. Yep, I see it. Oh wow, that's a terrible plot.
Of course it is.
I'm kidding. G Hobson. Yeah, I'm inside my plot, so I need to find yours. 96. Where's 96? This way. All right, I'm on your land. I'm gonna teleport you to me.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So you are now on your land. The way that you know that is because in the bottom left corner of your screen.
Oh, my plot shows up.
In the bottom left corner of your screen, it shows you your plot name, your coordinates, the owner of this plot, which is UpliftZen, and which biome you are in. And as you can see, you can actually destroy things because you are on your land.
And I just got an award.
And you got an award for playing minetests.
Woohoo!
So that's one thing I wanted to show you. The other thing is, go ahead and put down your locked chest.
Out here.
Okay, why not?
Right.
And then I'm going to give you something special called a plot locked chest.
Oh, and I have a smart shop too.
Oh. Server just crashed. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Okay.
That's why we're testing. It will come back up automatically, don't worry.
Okay.
You can go ahead and log in again.
I did. Okay.
It's pretty fast when that happens. There was a 1 chance in 10 that this was going to happen.
Well, and you saw my luck, right? So, like, that's just now we get it.
It's no big deal. All right. So I'm going to give you a special chest.
Okay. I bought one.
Yeah, this is a different one though. So I want you to use both of them because I want you to see the difference. So go ahead and put down both chests that you now have in your inventory. Put them down into your land so that you can see the difference. All right. So one of them is a locked chest that is locked to you that only you can open. I cannot open. Well, as an administrator, as I can.
Right. As a player, you wouldn't be able to open.
As a player, I cannot open your chest, and I cannot take anything from your.
So I should put like a lot of my gems in there.
So most people will use the locked chest to store their items. That's number one. Okay. The other chest is locked to whomever you decided to grant membership to your plot.
Cool. All right.
So if you want to add me to your plot, let's go and do that little test. What you need to do is you need to open up the chat and then type /add_player.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead and just type that with nothing. It should tell you that it's incorrect.
Plot name does not exist. Check with list plots command.
That's right. So that means that you need to provide the plot name and then the username that you wish to add. So in your case, it would have been add player.
Yeah.
The plot name you can see in the bottom left corner of your screen. It's 96_160. That's the name of the plot.
So just space.
So space 96_160.
Okay.
and then G Hobson, the player you wish to add. Enter.
Boom.
If you now type /list_plot.
Plotter plots.
Plots multiple.
Look at that.
You can now see that not only do you own a whole bunch of plots, but there's also a member that's been added to one of them, which is G Hobson. That's awesome. I now can open your plot lock chests and take whatever you put in there, and we can share things between each other this way.
Awesome.
See, so I just put in here some apples and and also let me give you this. So take the mapping kit that I just put into the plot lock chest, put that into your inventory, and now press V for victory. And now you have a minimap. Just so you know. So you only get that. You only get that if you have a mapping kit. So you have to build one, and then you get access to the minimap. I have to work a little bit to kind of move the HUD to the left when that happens, but I haven't figured out a way to do that.
Still, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like the stuff that's up there, I don't need to see that all the time. So if I'm covering it up,
that's true.
That's fine.
Most people are not going to need that most of the time. They're just going to turn it on when they need it and then turn it back off if they don't need it anymore. That's right.
That's awesome. Okay, and so this smart shop thing, can I put that down?
Yes. So go ahead. Thank you for reminding me. Please put down the smart shop.
Done.
And now, since you are the owner of this shop, you can open it up as an administrator, and you get a whole bunch of options. So I want you to guide you through some of those things. On the bottom, the price, that's where you put how much it's going to cost for the player to get this item that you put on the top. So if you put a piece of meat at the top and a piece of plot gem at the bottom, it will cost you a plot gem to get a piece of meat. But you need to put your meat in the inventory. So the way it works is as follows. Remove everything you just did so I can explain you how it works.
Yeah, sorry. I got too far ahead here. Crap.
What happened?
I just backed out.
Oh, that's just lag. It happens.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you need to just put one meat in the sale, because it's not about how many. It's actually you can sell more than one meat. That's true. But most people will just sell one item. But let's say you want to sell one item or 5 items. You can break them by just doing right click, right? That splits them into two stacks of half, right? So put however you want to sell. So whether it's 2, 1, or 3 at the top. Then you decide how many plot gems you want that to cost. If you, by the way, if you just take all your plot gems and you right click once on any empty slot, it will only put 1 down. So take that and then right. See, that's all you need, right? The 1 plot gem. So it's a good little trick to learn on how to use the inventory.
Yeah.
Now what you've now done is you've simply said you want to buy meat. You have to give me some plot gems, and then the meat you put into this area where you're playing right now, that's the shop inventory. So if this is empty, there's nothing to buy or sell.
Okay, and so this would sell meat until all of the meat in this inventory was gone?
That is correct.
What's strict meta mean?
Unless you use something called a smart shop remote storage, which you saw in the server uplift shop.
Right.
And that allows you to have additional inventory somewhere else.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are the options that you see there? You saw a couple of them, right? So the first one, it's hard to see because it's such a small screen. Can you tell me what you see in terms of the names on the 3 options?
Oh, so strict meta, private, or freebies?
So I think strict meta, if I remember correctly, is about the ability to, sometimes you want to sell tools, but maybe you want to sell used tools.
Okay.
So if you say strict meta, I believe it means you only want to sell full health tools that are not damaged at all. And if you don't click it, it's about allowing you to sell a damaged item most of the time.
Yeah. Okay. So it says under here, check this if you're buying or selling items with unique properties like written books or.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's the other one, because those exist as well, and you might want to sell those. I can certainly see people want to sell written books with interesting right blogs. That's
so
new. We'll get to that. Hang on, not too fast.
I get too excited.
What are the other two options? The private. Private simply means you are the only one who can administer the shop. If you don't put it to private, then all the plot members can administer the shop.
Oh, cool. All right, that's a good hack.
And what's the last one?
Freebies.
Basically allow only the item exchange with no cost whatsoever, meaning allow people to take meat without paying with blood gems, simply only giving away for free items for free.
Okay.
Some people like to give things out. That's okay. We can do that too.
I just stacked it with blood gems.
The purchase history is self-evident. That's essentially tracking what's been sold so far. And then I've just added today lithium. So default is 0, means no lithium charge. If you put in any of those in there, it is going to charge that amount of lithium to actually do the transaction on top of the exchange of items. So it's on top of.
And the Uplift DAO is charging per transaction.
And the Uplift DAO is taking a 5% cut.
A 5% cut of this number?
Of this number, that's correct.
Okay. I thought it was going to take
and
this
that
number
percent
again.
and that percentage will vary. So right now it's not implemented, but my goal was to make that percentage vary depending on your trader discount perk that you got from VIP holding UDT.
And it'd probably be really good too to be able to set that number maybe pretty high initially, like that way we can lower it, or like just have that be a variable maybe per season, just so that's an economic.
Up to us to decide to what numbers we want to set any of those settings, right? This is one of them. There's going to be multiple, like what should be the floor price of the items in the server shop for the Uplift? There's a couple of questions that are around where the starting point should be. This is one of them. The Uplift take for player-to-player transactions is going to be one configurable parameter, and there's more of those spread around the server, as you've noticed.
Got it. Okay.
Once you are done with the configuration, two things. One, you can look at this from a customer point of view. So that's the customer view button. That is what a customer is going to see. And if he wants to buy, he simply clicks on the meat, and then some blood gem will disappear, some money will come out of your account, and meat goes into your inventory. If you exit out here for a second and you go to look at your inventory, in your unified inventory, so your normal inventory Uplift button view, you'll see that your balance has gone down, right? Because you just purchased 2 pieces of meat and you actually set a lithium balance. You have to press the refresh probably to see it change. Oh, it already did. Sorry, no, it actually did it already. And so the other nice touch, you see the green bars? When you run out of stock because you've bought all the meat, it will turn into red. And that way, from a visual perspective, you'll be able to see that you ran out of... So I'm going to go ahead and buy the rest of it, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the rest of your meat, because I've got lots of lithium and lots of blood gems. How much? There you go. I just bought all the meat. And your block just turned red because there's no more meat left. And I'll go back out, and it's green again. See? Isn't that nice? And there's lots of money that went into your account. So if you check your balance, you should see a higher balance now. There you go. So I just gave you a whole bunch of lithium by purchasing meat from you. And the Uplift Vault has received 5% of all the proceeds that we just did. Let me make sure I turn day-night, because we're going to get attacked by mobs if I don't. There you go. We're all good. So this is how player-to-player shops will work. People will be able to set a lithium charge. 5% goes to the Uplift Vault for now. We'll reconfigure it depending on a vote, I'm sure. And you can put as many of these as you want, wherever you want to sell your items. Up to 4 per block. That's basically currently the limit. Okay. Also, click on the purchase history. Okay, good. So it's kind of tracking that you've been purchasing. The other thing we need to still do is that last block that you prepared, or put that down somewhere hidden, that because it's gonna be like a thorn in your eye. So you might want to put that into the ground or something. But for now, I guess it's fine. But basically, right click on that, give it a good name, because this is going to show up on the map. A couple of things I want you to explain here. People have been asking me about this. So you can put a piece of text here that's going to show up on the map. And then the icon is what icon is going to show up on the map. And those are those free font icons that you have on most browser JavaScript libraries. So you can use home, but there's actually people have figured out already how to put there the $sign or an airplane sign, those kinds of things. You just need to know their names. So I will document those names, of course, on our doc website, so that people can choose something useful. Don't put it too long, please, because this is going to show up on the map. It's not too bad. Let's try it. I haven't actually. This is a good test. I want to see if it crashes or has an issue. And then you press the save button, and then basically switch to the live map, and it should show you your point of interest showing up on the map fairly fast. But you have to press the save button, though. I don't hear you, by the way, anymore.
I took myself out of it. I've been talking to you the whole time. I just removed my sorry, I should have just done this instead of doing that.
So you have to press the save button to make sure it's saved, though.
I was asking what the icon is for the money
okay
sign.
so for which one?
The money sign.
I think it's money or dollar. Hang on. Well, you can change it. So put it to money. Let's see if it works. And if it doesn't, it will just show you. No, it's either the word dollar or the word money.
Okay.
Try money first. You don't need to put a URL. Would basically add a link so that people can click on it and go to your website. So this is a way to advertise your services.
Yeah.
Now we have to be careful with that, because that can be abused really fast.
Yeah. We can always
restrict it in some ways. So if you
like
go to the map, you should still have it open, right? You had the map open, the 2D map. So this is not the game, but the
out on the interwebs.
Yeah.
Minetest map server.
So if you just zoom in or zoom out, if you already had it open, or if you just open it up, it should show up fairly fast.
You
need to go to 96.161.
Down here. Oh, that's where we are. Oh, no thing on there.
Show me. I don't see it.
Sorry. I forgot to add it on there.
Yeah. Okay. So that just means you.
Oh, and then this is like a boom.
So it just means you got the wrong icon, right? So if you have the wrong icon, it defaults to see. So we just need to put a good. We just need to find a. But this is people have been playing around with that. So there's lots of little points of interest icons everywhere showing people's shops and personal plots. And
then we'll do dollar, save it, and we'll see if that works.
I'm not sure. So again, I'll give the list of the correct working icons. I just
I'll probably just change it back to home, but
put it for home for now, and then we'll find it. I know there's definitely a way to show a $sign, because someone has already done it. I've seen it somewhere on the map.
Cool.
I think yeah, there you go. If you see there right above you, there's another icon. That he figured it out. So there's a way to do it.
Right. All right. Okay, continue. We'll just change this back to home so we can have a little thing on there.
Yeah, that's fine. Boink. Okay, and then there's one last thing we haven't done, which is the repair anvil.
Oh, how long does it take to refresh?
Good question. I believe their mod does it every. I should check. That's a good question. Every few minutes, I think.
Okay, that might be why. Like if we were testing them, that might be why the other.
Yeah, it's not going to do it every second. Otherwise, it's going to kill the performance.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. All right, well, yeah, I can play with that later. That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is interesting because obviously we want to make that block expensive. We don't want a billion of these popping up on the map. But having said so, when you zoom out, it's not too bad. If you zoom out, it's not that. I was afraid that this would be too big and too much encroaching. There you go. See, it already updated your icon. You now see the home icon.
Beautiful. Yeah.
if you zoom out of your map, you'll see that they don't really interfere too much with the map functionality in terms of. But I do believe that if we have too many of those, it is going to slow down the map showing up on your screen, right? So we don't want a million of those.
Yeah,
but we probably want to allow up to, I don't know, 100, 200 of those. It should be fine, I think.
All right, then yeah, they should be, when we go live, they should be really expensive.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should not make it too cheap.
Right, like 50 million upliftium or something.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, because then 500, 5 billion. Yeah, that'll because like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I like it. Sounds good.
So that's that, and then you can put down. Let me give you in game an anvil.
Okay.
Because you don't have a repair anvil.
True, I do not.
And I'm also going to give you. I'm just going to put that into your plot locked chest.
Okay.
Where is it? There. So this and that. And then you're going to have to go and I believe you already have a damage tool because you used your axe on the trees.
Yeah.
So go ahead and put down the anvil on the floor first.
This here. Okay.
So the anvil, put that on the floor.
Well, I gotta.
It's the one in the middle. Oh yeah, you got plenty of space.
Just organizing some shit.
You can reorganize. Right. Yeah.
All right.
And then put one of your broken tools on the anvil.
Done.
And use your hammer to fix it. And it's going to cost you either a plot gem if you have them in your inventory.
Oh, look at that.
It's either going to cost you a plot gem if you have them in your inventory. No, you've already done full health, I think. So that tool is already completely full health.
Okay. How do I grab it now?
Just grab it with an empty, empty hand, and then now you have a repair tool. So basically, you'll be able to repair this for free at the normal rate, actually at half the rate and half the efficiency. Or if you want double the efficiency and double the speed, use one of your plot gems. If you don't want to spend plot gems to repair, don't put them in your inventory.
Oh, okay, good. That's an important note. So basically, if you have them in your inventory, it's gonna
automatically choose to use them to enhance the speed at which you're repairing and making them to roughly double the speed. The cost, however, I don't know if you've noticed, the cost shows up before you try to. Oh, it is going to show up in your. I think I added that to your inventory. If you press the I for inventory.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wear.
When you go to the uplift view, I kind of skimmed over it, but it's an important piece of information that players are going to need to know.
Inventory.
You can kind of see the repair costs.
Yeah.
So because of your VIP status and your UDT that you hold, you only have a repair cost of 1 gem. However, people starting off with no UDT and no perks will be paying 5 gems to repair an item.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, I only bought like, I don't know, 800,000 UDT, so I feel all right about it.
Well, those numbers can be adjusted, but my point was that I wanted to give.
That's probably a good.
That's one of the perks that you get for holding UDT.
Cool. Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all the features. I mean, this is a really fast way of getting through all the features that are available right now on the Boonies. I want people to try out different combinations, try and see if they can break things. Go ahead, go nuts. I have no problem. This is a test server. It's important for us to kind of find as early as possible as many of those issues before we go live at soft launch. But it's I think it's already looking good. I mean, we only crashed once.
Yeah, no.
I'm still chasing some issues. So
do you remember when we started and we started scaling? Like, it was messy. We did it, but like, yeah, like there's gonna be some issues for sure.
There's definitely gonna be issues. Yeah, by the way, the reason why it's kind of sometimes slow on the screen, that's purely your frame grabbing, your StreamYard. That's not the game.
Oh yeah, no. I'm watching on the actual game and it's completely smooth.
I know. I'm just trying to explain to people that if they see it's sometimes hanging plug, that's basically purely your.
You know what I need to do too? Like when we record, we can actually record it now locally. So and both of us could do it, right? So like you're recording on your end, I'm recording on my end, and we can actually piece them together afterwards and do stuff. So next time we do that, I can do that if you want.
Okay.
I haven't done that yet.
That's good to know, because sometimes, I mean, depends how long the sessions are, I guess.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool,
and so people have started to build a lot of things. You may have noticed on the map weird contraptions in the middle of the map. There's a big redstone engine type thing.
Oh yeah.
Especially mesicons, it's called in minetest.
Okay.
Someone's son built an 8-bit adder using mesicons, which is interesting, because we want to see what's possible and what all the limits are. So this is good. It's good that people are trying this out. And then other people have been helping me multiple times, digging all the way down to bedrock.
Oh yeah.
And finding out how much of the ores they can have on their plot, because it's important for us to kind of find a balance as to how much diamonds, how many of each type of ore are you going to find in your land, right? We don't want you to find 1 million diamonds in your land.
Right.
And we're getting very close to the same kind of numbers that you would get in Minecraft for that size of land. So we're getting there. It's getting better daily.
Awesome.
So yeah, now you can go nuts and do whatever you want in your land. You can add up to 8 players as members to your plot.
Oh,
no, you cannot destroy someone else's land, which is mine.
Yeah, I just found the wall. I was like digging down. Like, wait a minute, is this like server lag? No, I just found the wall.
Yeah, that's how you would know that you are at the border of your land. The other way to know, of course, is turn on F5 to see your coordinates and see whether you are at the border of your land. Of course, that's the other way. I haven't found an easy way to show plot boundaries visually. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, but that's fine. I think you find it. It's kind of part of the.
One thing you are going to see, and maybe I want to show you that. So go back to spawn. Let's do that. Go back to spawn and take the purple travel portal. It's going to cost you, but don't worry about that. And go to the northeast in Maui. All right, and then follow me. This is the edge of the map. And when you get to the edge of the map, you see flies.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You can't go beyond this, because this is basically the world border. And so I did find some way with particles to kind of show you that this is the world border.
Yeah.
It needs a bit of work. I think it needs to be a bit nicer than that. But yeah, if you see lots of black flies flying around, you're at the world border.
The universe edge.
People have been building around here somewhere. And there's some crazy landscapes on the borderlands. There are some really nice mountains, and you're going to see some interesting. There's actually some dungeons as well, by the way. This was a bit of a mistake, but I left it in. I wasn't supposed to spawn these, but we turned it off, and then it stayed on the layers 20 and above, which is fine. Did you find something? No.
No, there's nothing in there.
No, it was already rated. The testers have already taken everything. But you can go deeper and deeper and deeper. There's lots of things and secrets in here. But I left them. I think it's nice to have a little bit of dungeons, not too many. You're definitely not going to get them on the locked, the plot protected land is not going to have any dungeons. Not that I'm aware of. But they're there anyway to help people, just in case, especially when it adds a bit of a reason to explore the borderlands. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I left it in.
Cool.
That's it. I guess thank you, anybody who's helping us to test Booniez. I would say thank you. It's been very helpful so far, and the more the merrier, I would say. I hope that this has been informative and that you've learned something.
Hey, did it just change? Did the weather just change? What just
happened?
The
weather just changed, yeah. So you are in the middle of a sandstorm right now. This is another thing that's it's a mod called Climate, which allows to add a lot of little effects about winter storms, sandstorms. I think it has a bit of everything. And it also adds sounds, but you don't hear now because you turn them off. But usually, environmental sounds is definitely something that gets added to the game. But yeah, there's lots of things to discover and try out. So, as you can see, I can go on forever.
No, dude. I mean, the amount of work that you guys have put into this is just unbelievable. This is going to be really, really fun. I found myself a bunch of times, like my first call after getting off this is going to be to Greg, because like I know he hasn't been in the uplift in a minute, and the second
I was going to ask how is he doing?
He's doing great. He's
okay,
gonna
good.
lose his freaking mind, because like this is much closer to the original vision that I had for the uplift way back when than anything we ever got to with Minecraft. Like and then some, right? It just like it's incorporating all the things. Like we made a bunch of decisions about not incorporating a lot of this stuff in there. After reading the end user thing for whatever, who cares? Now we get it, right? And it's a lot more magical than I expected, and that's entirely because of the work that you and your team have been doing. It's really cool, man. It's really, really cool. I like it.
It's a group effort. We also should definitely not forget that it's a lot of it comes from open source community. Minetest has been helping by providing us with a starting point, right? So they gave us the starting point has been a lot of the open source work that these guys have done for years. We've modified it and adjusted it to better work with our uplift services, but for the rest, really, it's mostly those mods. I don't want to forget that. However, the look and feel of the textures we're slowly converting and improving thanks to Might possibly to try and get the best possible experience. We realize it's not as pretty as Minecraft, but it's getting there slowly. I think it has its charm.
Yeah, I go back to like the punks. The CryptoPunk NFTs, like they're like those little 8-bit things. Like we're that for the metaverse, and that's okay, right? Because we're not testing out how to make like an Unreal 5 thing.
Yeah, it's not an Unreal 5
and
environment.
For the record, like every single time I look at those servers, they're not going to be able to do a metaverse where you can build stuff. They just aren't.
No, they're not.
Right?
And if they are, it's going to take a large team and a lot of the money to build something like that.
Yeah, honestly,
take 4 years.
They're going to have to redo how they do servers, which is going to be really, really problematic. So, what we're doing is testing out functionality on the platforms where we can test out functionality. Because I think that's going to be, one of the main edges that we have. Is there's resources you can mine them, you can create stuff in a really, really dynamic situation where we can start putting in crypto and the plot gems and the battle arenas,
and players can add their own generated content, which is also the important part, right? So one thing I have not shown you, for instance, today is Modded Outlaw created a block called an event block, which you put down and you'll be able to simply click on it to say start the event. A stopwatch essentially starts to go off. You run to some kind of a racetrack or a course, right?
Yeah.
Like the miles for Mitzi, and then when you get to the end of it, there's another block. You can click on that. The stopwatch stops and it measures how long it took you to do the track, right? And also it measures that you participated and did the event and what your name is and those kinds of things. So we're slowly building out these pieces we need to create events.
Right. Well, even like that's amazing, because like how many racetracks would have been super excited to have that, and then it's probably only a hop, skip, and a jump before we can start to,
because we want to be able to know who participated so that we can reward them. Now we have, because the way that we are onboarding users and we know their Wax wallet and we know their name and we can already now say, okay, we know who you are, we know your Wax wallet, we can reward you. So this is important now. Now people don't have to worry about how do I collect the Wax wallets of people? How do I know who do I need to reward?
Right. It's automatic.
We're trying to solve those issues so that you don't have to worry about these problems.
That's really cool.
All right, that's it. I think that's more than enough for today.
That's tons. Thank you so much, man. All right.
Till next time.
Booyah. All right. And